Welcome to the College Investor Audio Show, where we talk about the biggest issues impacting millennial money, from student loan debt to side hustles to building wealth. We will show you how to get out of debt so that you can build real wealth for the future.
Do colleges even look at your attendance? That's the question we answer today on the podcast. Thanks so much for stopping by today. All right, so applying to college can be a very stressful time in your life, to say the least. Maybe even the most stressful time you've had so far on this planet. And depending on the college, your application may require you to submit grade transcripts, test scores, extracurriculars, essays, and references. But one thing that you will actually almost never find on a college application is a place to enter in your attendance. It's important to note that many high schools do include attendance information as part of your grade transcript. However, in almost every case, colleges will not look at your high school attendance record. Go ahead and take those personal days. It's okay. So, while it's true that almost all colleges never look at your high school attendance or even tardiness records, that doesn't mean attendance isn't important. Okay, you likely won't have anywhere on your college application itself to put in your attendance, but your attendance, or lack thereof, can manifest itself in other ways which may affect your chances of being accepted into college. Okay, so when absence and tardiness do become extreme, put another way, college admissions departments are not going to care that you had a doctor's appointment that caused you to miss 7th grade math class that one time, or that you showed up late to biology because you were talking to the school counselor. But if you have an extreme record of absence and or tardiness, that may be something that college admissions departments may notice or consider. Also, it may impact some other things that really are included on college applications. Here's the most obvious scenario where absence can affect your chances of being accepted into college is if extended absence or tardiness starts impacting your grades, of course. And while it's not a certainty that poor attendance will lead to poor grades, the two are generally correlated. Extremely poor attendance or even tardiness can also impact your ability to fully participate in extracurricular activities. Okay, so here's what colleges do look for in admissions. Most colleges take kind of a holistic approach to the admissions process. This means that rather than putting undue weight on any one area of the application, they look at the whole picture for each applicant. While some universities may have a certain minimum GPA or minimum test score that they require from each applicant, they may not take the students with the absolute highest grades and or test scores. Instead, many college admissions departments look for how each of these factors work together. As part of this holistic admissions process, colleges do not typically care about a small number of absences. However, if you have a large amount of absences, more than 20 or 30 in one school year, especially if that also impacted your grades or other activities, it may make sense to explain how any extenuating circumstances on your application. Perhaps you had severe medical issues or family circumstances that impacted your school attendance. While you don't need to write a long, woe is me explanation, it can actually make sense to give kind of a brief explanation of the situation and state what you've learned from all that. Here's how to prepare for college attendance. All right, so the fact that colleges aren't really going to look at your perfect attendance record, it might help you out if your attendance isn't so great. It also means that you won't get any bonus marks for having that perfect attendance. But no matter what your attendance record was in high school or what it is now, it's really a good time to start preparing for the differences between attendance in high school and college. Now, in high school, attendance is generally mandated by law and required. You may have to provide a written excuse for any absence or tardiness, and unexcused absences may be punished. In college, the opposite's generally true. While some classes may require attendance, most professors don't take attendance and don't care if you're in class or not. It's true. While that might sound like a great thing, a lot of college freshmen take a lax approach to actually going to class and get a rude awakening come exam week. Here's the bottom line. Depending on the colleges that you're applying to, you're likely to find many different things on your college application. Some of the most common things you'll see on college applications include, of course, grades, test scores, personal essays, and extracurricular activities. One thing you're very unlikely to see as part of any college application is a place to list your high school attendance. Most colleges take a holistic approach, as we mentioned, which means that they look at the bigger picture of each applicant. So, while they may not be counting up all your unexcused absences or tardies, they are likely to notice if you have an extreme amount of absences that are affecting your grades, test scores, or participation in extracurricular activities. Hope that was a helpful show today because we get this question a lot. If you have more questions, if you want to find out more about us and what we're all about, please join us on social media. We're everywhere. Just search for The College Investor and you'll find us. Also, check us out at thecollegeinvestor.com. Thanks so much for stopping by today, and we'll talk to you again real soon.